All right, so who would like to recap the last session?
Me.
Do it.
Okay, so I forget what the exact start of it was. Like where we started last session. Does anyone else remember?
The start of the last session, I
Yeah.
think
The
it was
slaughter.
the
Yeah,
slaughter parade.
last session was
Lara's
quite
being
literally just
racist.
the second half of the slaughter parade. Like, that was a very long
Oh,
combat.
right. So we took 2 sessions, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, last session, we were basically just continuing to fight stuff. I was Crown of Madness, but that went away pretty quickly because everyone else was ganging up on the guy that did it to me. We were fighting these Rakdos insane people trying to protect the commoners so that we're not, like, super responsible for everything that's happening, but it still made me angry, the cow. But anyway, we're fighting, and it was going pretty decently. And then, additionally, we had some backup in the form of some Boros Legionnaires, who are with, like, the local, like, they work in this precinct. And so they came, helped us fight some stuff. And some of them died because also at the same time that we're fighting the Rakdos folks, this fucking lightning elemental construct thing came in that was evidently from the Izzet, and there's like some race who just sat down and was taking notes and stuff like that. And so he did a number on a lot of the guards and stuff. But eventually we managed to do enough that it went away and was like highly damaged. But yeah, and I think that was about it, except for the fact that those Boros guys saw Clara, and seeing that she's an Izzet, wanted to know more if she knows anything about like that big electric thing that we had to fight. And so sometime tomorrow, like in game, they want us to come by the precinct, and see them so that they can try to get some information.
No, they said tonight.
I thought they said the next day, because isn't it like nighttime now?
I think it was within a day.
Well, yeah, so the next day, considering I think it's like, isn't it like nighttime?
Tonight.
What's that?
It is one of those tomorrow, but technically today things, because it's like 12:15 in the morning. Because the slaughter parade started just after midnight. So he did say, like, tomorrow. I mean, Lizzie, like, with your one-on-one, half the day is probably going to be spent at the lab with your mom. The other half is probably going to be at the place or whatever else you guys decide to do.
But yes, and I think that was the majority of what happened. When the Boros guys got here, Big Alligator Man decided to run away and start eating some other people.
Does Brian sound really muffled to anyone else?
You are starting to sound kind of like muffled and crackly, Brian.
Ah, shit.
You might just have to turn up your mic sensitivity a bit.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. But continue if you need to. I'm muting myself instead of changing.
Anybody else has something they would like to add, I think that's a pretty good recap to get started.
I do not have anything.
Tavro is Big Cow.
It's true.
Tavro is in fact Big Cow. Alright, so.
How does it sound now?
The same.
Small?
Yeah, try speaking for a little bit longer because it was cutting in and out over time. Okay, now I just can't hear you at all, Brian.
How about now?
That was pretty clear.
Nice.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let me know if it goes down again.
No, I think we're good for now at least. We'll let you know if there's any audio issues.
That's good.
Alright, so as at least this block of the slaughter parade kind of wraps up, and you spend a few minutes talking to the Boros officers who came and were conversing with you, thanking you for helping to fight against the Rakdos with Fox's little performance of petrifying the collective, you and Tavro and Gideon, like quickly stepping up, it seemed to put the Minotaur who was leading the Boros squad at least like favorable towards you. He did ask for Clara specifically to come in the next day to answer some questions and see if he could figure out what's going on with that Is It experiment. But as you kind of just begin catching your breath for the first time in really about a day, considering this is still the same day that you first fought the Bone Collective, Clara, you feel almost like a buzzing in your veins for a few seconds. And after a few seconds of that, you feel you feel as a voice begins echoing in your head. And it almost sounds as if it's like going through like a cave tunnel. It's like echoing a little bit or through a relay point. And you hear... Clara, can you hear me? Oh, thank the old gods you still have some spores left. This must mean that Aldrich made it to the surface. Please, listen to me. It's Jerry. This lab is sinister. I don't have all the details, but they're doing experiments on mass mind control. They don't know those experiments have awoken me to greater things yet, and they were successful on another. I broke him out and sent him up to the night market, the same way you all left. He should be there now. Please help him. I told him that you would save him like you saved me. He can explain the rest. Most importantly, don't let those vials out of your sight, or it will be a disaster and a massacre. I'm going to keep spying on the lab for now, and I'll send Ulyss up again in 2 weeks to update you. May the Mother of Artifice guide you. And then you hear as, like, you kind of feel as the last few spores that you still had from your previous connection with Jerry fade away as the voice drains out of your head.
Oh no.
Laura, you look confused.
Cora looks the palest she's ever looked. All the green has left her skin.
Clara, do you need healing?
No. I'm okay.
Just sit down for a little bit, kid, and drink some water. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Uh-huh.
Maybe we should have brought some Capri Suns and orange slices.
Truly the best post-battle meal.
Oh, absolutely. So what would you all like to do?
How heavy is this fucking statue?
I
just made a second me on accident.
You mean the Bone Collective?
Yes.
Okay, it's about 200 bones that have been completely calcified. Let me look up the weight of a femur, and then I'll get back to you.
Well, I am doing less than hot, and so Tavro, could probably use a rest. Unless we find more Raptors on the way back. What's that?
I think we can all use a rest.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a...
There's 2 Tavro.
Yeah, I know, I said that because I accidentally brought one to the field instead of opening up my character sheet.
You should
You
have
must
one now.
forgive.
Are we taking a... Well, we probably shouldn't rest here. We should probably go somewhere.
Well, yeah, we know we gotta go somewhere.
Ah, yes, the middle of the street.
Yes.
So the Bone Collective, like calcified over, currently weighs just over 100 pounds. Without the flesh and muscle and fat tissue, it's actually not too overly heavy.
I'm gonna, testfully push it around a little bit and be like, huh, Tavra, would you help me with something?
Why, of course.
To be clear, this is about 100 pounds of separate bones that are no longer being held together by magic.
So they're not collective. They're just bones.
They are more bone pile than bone collective now.
The bones.
Also, hi.
Then what did he petrify?
The Bone Collective.
Hear me out. The Bone Collective has a cloak, right?
Yes.
Did have like a black robe, yeah.
Is that still robe, or is it now stone?
It still robe, like it wasn't organic material that
Right.
was part of it.
Okay.
Like it's just a
The
robe.
bones are robe.
I'm
So
going
we
to
try to use that as a bag.
It's
That's
just
what I was
two
about
bones
to
and a
say.
trench coat.
Let Tavo pick heavy things up. Alright, so I want to take the robe and try to like shove as many bones in it that'll actually like fit and not tear out, and heave it over my shoulder like it's a big bag.
You can probably get about 30 pounds worth of bones before like it's bulging and you don't really think you could get much else in there.
Right.
Also, does anybody want to give Kai a quick update on the last 2 minutes?
No.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing.
Harry just contacted Clara from the underworld.
Jerry?
He sent a message.
Clara isn't telling anyone about it, so not much.
Because Clara is just doesn't know what the fuck is happening right now. Wait, okay,
He's
hold on.
growing.
One quick clarification. So, Zach,
Mm-hmm.
since my Boxing Day is technically happening after this, would I be confused about what he said about the spirit of Artemis or whatever, Artifice?
See, that's more something that you'd probably get really fucking confused about when it happens in 6
Okay.
hours.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay.
As I said, when that happened in your one-on-one, you were probably gonna pick up on something that was supposed to be a throwaway line in this message. But I wrote this out 2 weeks ago, so...
I see.
But yeah, so basically Jerry contacted Clara saying he broke someone out of the lab, and he is currently at the Golgari night market and needs you to go get him now.
And apparently they're doing mind control experiments in the lab.
Fun.
Is
Did
it
Clara tell
lab?
us this?
Oh wait, no, because did you say you didn't say it out loud, right, Lizzie? Clara?
No, Clara's
Oh,
not
okay.
telling you guys this yet.
Yeah,
It's
no,
still
first thing I thought you did, so
No,
never
So
mind.
that
never
is
mind.
all metagame knowledge.
Yes, I understand now.
Got it.
Clara is like she's just seen a ghost, like pale, fanning herself.
Yeah, if you want, I could put you over the other shoulder.
See, Kai's pale because of the blood loss.
That's fair.
Fox is just pale.
Gideon's is blue.
Ablo diablo da.
I start using my shield as also a makeshift carrier of bones.
Collectively, could we all just pick up enough bones to move this thing wherever it needs to go?
If
Yeah.
you're all helping, yeah, you can get all like 200 or so bones.
Great.
We all chip in.
I guess
Yeah.
it's time to collect the bones.
Does Clara still look like upset or fucked up?
Yeah, she's still not really all there. She needs a good night's rest, I think.
I'm just gonna like get down on one knee and be like, "Need a ride?" and point to the shoulder that isn't holding a bag full of bones.
Bones!
Can Tavra hold me with the bones I'm holding?
You're pretty light and you wear light armor. I'd say like Tavro can sling the sack of bones over one shoulder and you can ride on his other shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. And I'm pretty strong.
Climbs up the cow.
Now, if you were a centaur, then
Yeah.
Well, you have to go meet the new player before you have a centaur in the party.
Are we gonna have a centaur in the party?
Who knows? You have to go to the night market to find out.
Okay, so we all go to sleep.
No, the night market.
Yeah, one thing to note
Oh!
is the night market is how you guys came up originally, because you didn't go back up through the sewers. You had Ulis the barkeep guide you up through, through to the Drow night market, and you know that market disperses before the sun comes up.
Oh, okay. So, where were we gonna take all these bones?
I think at the night market, I will search for a cart or a wheelbarrow or a crate or something.
Okay, so now that Rose picked Clara up and she's, like, kind of breathed a little bit more, she's like, okay, guys, I have something to tell you all. So, I'm turning Vexera back.
Yeah, sorry if that's a bit too loud for you.
Well, it's just on
I
mine.
mean, it's a per user thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do this?
Yeah.
I don't know how Vexera works on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know how to do it not on the
balance
phone.
things on the phone.
Just hold it.
I got
Hold
it.
the
I
third
got it.
name.
I got it. Okay. So Clara goes, guys. So Jerry just sent me a message in my brain.
He what?
What?
A brain message?
You remember Jerry, right? The little mushroom guy? Well,
He wasn't little. He was bigger than you.
I thought we were like the same size.
So he was a medium creature, and at certain points, when conditions that you didn't necessarily understand happened, he grew quite large to.
Oh yes,
basically
I
the
knew
same
he
size
grew
as a
large.
raging Tavro.
I knew that part, but okay. Well, he sent me a message in my brain and said that the lab is doing some really bad experiments down there, and he wants the word to get out. So he sent someone that we have to go meet at the night market. So we gotta go there now to save him because they might find him and take what he's carrying.
Oh. I didn't like any of that, I must say.
Yeah, apparently they're doing these scary experiments where Jerry said that he was awoken to some greater power or something like that, and I don't really know what that means, but I think we need to go find this person.
Well, where's this night market?
Can it wait until morning? I cannot stress enough how little I can do from here on out.
Kai, it's a night market. No, it cannot wait until morning.
Yeah, what he said.
Then tomorrow.
Mr. Kai, if you can't go, then you go sleep, but we need to go save Jerry's friend.
Agreed.
The threat of violence is quite low at some establishment like a market, I would say.
The night market where we needed a guide because we weren't welcome?
No, we needed a guide out of the Underdark. Difference. If we were not welcome there, why would they be up here selling their wares? Who would they be selling them to on the upper world if all the upper worlders were not welcome there?
Do we not have to go back into the underworld to get to the night market?
No, so
no, it's like the gate.
The night market is in the Overcity. It's you came up through it. It's basically the Drow and some other members of the Undercity go up through channel, and it's basically like a black market that functions at night for less than legal but still kind of like overlooked and sanctioned trade between the Undercity and Overcity aside from the guild system. But it is in the Overcity, but it disperses by morning since most of the Undercity residents can't stand the sunlight living underground all the time.
Okay, I thought it was still just underground.
Yeah, so you actually do know this. It's like on Tin Street in the Overcity.
Yeah, illegal black market. I see no reason that this could go wrong.
Come on, guys, as Clara points and just, like, nudges Tavro to walk that way.
And I do.
If we get into a fight, I'm leaving.
Yeah, so you know it takes about... You're actually not too far from there already. It would only take you about 15 minutes to get to the night market, and you know where it is since you came up through it previously. So I am going to... I'll put you out here, and then change the map.
The man.
And activate. Map should be switching. Let me know when you're able to see. Yeah, so you make your way to the night market, and as I said, like, you're able to find your way back. Not too difficultly, because you've been here before. You've walked along Tin Street coming out of this, now you're just heading back. And as you approach the well that that is like the transition between the Undercity and the Overcity, you do see a familiar face in the tavern keeper Ulis, who sold a few of you on some very fine mushroom ale in the fungal cities. And as he kind of sees you as you all approach and calls out to you. Ah, so you're the ones who I'm bringing this one to.
What in the fuck?
Frankly, I didn't think I'd meet you again, but it seems a mutual friend wanted me to escort this one up, and made it worth my while. I think his name's Aldrich, and...
Who are you? You
Mr.
look
Owen?
familiar, but you do not sound how I remember at all.
Well, maybe I
Mr.
figured out
Owen?
how to do live audio editing. Fuck off.
Mr. Olin! Mr. Olin!
Ulis.
Whatever his name is. Ulis! Did you say you saw Jerry? Is he okay?
I didn't see Jerry. This one came to me, sent by him. Although, your, Myconid friend certainly paid his weight for the transport.
Where does
worried
he
about
care? Never mind.
And Aldrich, would you like to describe yourself as Ulis kind of just points over to the man standing next to him?
So, Aldrich is seemingly a human-looking male in his around early 20s, with a garb that looks as if almost like a uniform on that you might see in a a uniform of maybe an architecture firm or something along those lines, with like towels with a medallion on, and around Aldrich you see some insects swarming and buzzing around.
I don't like that.
So this is the guy that Jerry said we have to help?
I was just told to...
Do you know the mushroom man?
I was just told to escort him to the surface. And that I'll be back up in a few weeks to give further updates. I haven't been given much information beyond that. I think he can speak for himself, though.
Is
Oh.
this Aldrich?
Yeah, Aldrich. Yes, it's
Aldrich.
you.
Zach, you sound like the character from the Jackbox game and the
For
Yes.
the murder party.
Murder Theater party.
Well, that's not exactly what I was going for, but I'll take it.
That's exactly what he was going for.
So Clara wants to march up to him and go, "Hi, Mr. Aldrich. What was your name again? I don't really remember things very well."
Hi. My name is Aldrich.
Yeah, that. I'm Clara. As she sticks out her little hand to shake his.
Wearily, Aldrich slowly puts out his hand to go for the shake.
And she has a much firmer handshake than you expected from a 4-foot goblin.
And Aldrich's
Well-
hand feels a little bit weaker than you'd expect.
To be fair, a 4-foot goblin is probably like the tallest goblin he's ever seen.
A 3-foot goblin, okay?
This is the only goblin that's got proper nutrition.
This is true. Well, Jerry's my friend, and he said we need to come help you. So, here we are. This is my friends. As she turns around and holds out her arms to the band of misfits standing all around. I'll let them introduce themselves to you.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. That's a very large goal.
How do you do
Are you
all
the people? Hi,
What?
how are you?
What?
The name's Gideon.
It's a pleasure.
Hi. As I take a small bow.
Hello there.
I'll take a
I'm
step
assuming-
forward and be like double the size, or more than double the size of Clara, and just be like, "Hello." It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm assuming that you're all the people that the mushroom man had told me would meet me on the surface.
In fairness, I have no idea who that is.
A good man sent you.
Oh,
Of course
and
he
that
was.
one over there, too. As she points to Fox.
As Fox just sort of meekly waves.
A good man he was. He saved my life.
You gotta watch out. You gotta watch
What?
out for that one. He might sell your soul to bad people, so just be on the lookout.
Well, as Aldrich cocks his head who?
Yeah, the
Paladin.
armored one back there, he's been known to do it. I learned the hard way.
Oh, that's quite something.
Just to know what you're getting yourself into should you come with us.
I mean, I honestly have nowhere else to go. I don't even know if I even have a home anymore. I have no idea how long I've been down there in that lab, that godforsaken lab. I still feel the pricks and the crawling underneath my skin.
Sorry, I missed. Are you, just human? Or what?
Yeah, looks young.
Looks.
He's been awoken to a greater power.
Mushrooms.
Well, why don't we get you somewhere safe and maybe we can talk some more about what happened down there, but this probably isn't the good spot to do so.
It's okay.
That sounds good to me. I
And,
really need a place to rest myself.
and right around then is when a few of you also hear one other familiar voice, although this one a little less so, as you haven't heard it in quite a long time. second.
Is it Rocky?
My brother?
No, his name wasn't Rocky. It was something. Hold on, no. Rocky, he said, was an insult of a name. What was his?
So
Dang, what was his name?
His name was basically just Garbles because none of you could speak the language that he did. He said that you could call him Rocky because it was the closest thing in the human tongue, in the common tongue.
No, didn't he give us a different name when he reverted?
Yes, when he reverted, he gave you a different garbled name that none of you could understand.
Okay, never mind then. I thought it was like I thought he gave us like another really stupid pun.
He
I'll
did
be right
give
back.
you another stupid pun, but that was a different nickname in common. His true name is in Abyssal, and you cannot pronounce it, because I don't think any of you speak Abyssal.
Nope.
But around this time, you hear a familiar voice, and someone who you have not seen since pretty much the beginning of your journey steps out. Fox, is that you?
I don't think I have vision over it.
Well, you
That's
see
white.
as... Okay, you do see as... Would you like to cast light?
I will cast a light on myself. What a convenient solution.
Oh boy, you can see more. But you see, stepping out of a side building is Amelia Karlov, the first non-captured Demir agent that any of you met, which two of you have some more in-depth interactions with, but this is the Orzhov cleric that you met at the Gruul raid.
I immediately draw my dagger.
Oh, you can
I'm going to
you can put that away. I have
quickly
nothing to do with you.
and sort of push Kai back and say, now, business talk. And just keep walking by.
Indeed. I was actually going to be
Cunt.
looking. I was going to be looking for you in the next day or two, but since you happen to be here, this is perfect. Why don't we come over to the more private area to discuss some guild work?
Of course.
I look to Aldrich and I am just like pointing my dagger in their direction. I go, "That's the bitch that contracted my soul."
And like, as you're
Yes, sir.
like holding up this dagger to her, she just responds, "Listen, I don't even know why you're upset with me, but this has nothing to do with you."
Well, I was doing that
She's
mostly
just
as they were like walking away.
Oh, okay, then she doesn't say.
Like I wasn't holding it up to her. I was using it to point.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But yeah, so Fox, you see as she comes and brings you into like a side room, she like shuts the door behind, and you see how there's like it almost looks like a small like not even a safe house, but more like where someone's been crashing. Like there's a bed cot, there's a small desk with some papers and pens and stuff, like some barrels of rations and basic foods, a small dresser. So it looks like whatever it is, it's like a makeshift personal place. Certainly unfit for one of the supposed Orzovian nobles, but she kind of pulls you in and shuts the door behind you, and need to check one thing. second. Alright. And around the time that she shuts the door behind you, you hear as she basically hisses out, Zostaxa sends her regards.
Oh no.
And
Forgot
makes
about her.
a surprise
Oh.
attack. And fucking misses! She does make 2 attacks, though. No, she doesn't. She makes 1. And you see as she kind of just, like, hisses at you, and now that you are out of the surprise round...
Oh no.
Y'all are not necessarily aware quite yet. But just for turn order's sake, we do need initiative to be rolled.
Oh, jeez. Die keeps moving every time I try to hit it.
God damn it! Why are we rolling?
Oh, did you not hear?
No, I said BRB and I just got back.
Oh, so there's been an assassin after Fox for a while.
Well, we knew that. Is he here?
She did just make an attack at him, although she managed to miss somehow.
She? The one who I immediately thought was threatening us?
Yes.
How long
Why did
No,
you walk
Tempo.
alone with
Because it was someone from my clan or guild.
Temp health doesn't go away after an amount of time, right? It's just till a rest.
It goes away at a short rest or at a point when a higher amount of temp health replaces it.
Okay, cool. So I still get to have 14 health.
Yeah.
And let's just change up this music to fit a little bit better.
Also, Pat, I was away, but I enjoyed your cunt.
Yep.
What?
Right when Fox pushed past me, like saying business talk, I called him a cunt.
Nice.
Yes, I just wasn't here to comment on it.
Yeah, Brian,
So-
you missed. That's the person who brought me back to life in the
Yeah,
very
I
beginning.
heard you say that.
So we are going to start out with her reacting first. And she's going to make an attack at you.
Where is Fox?
He went into a different room.
Oh.
on his own, unsupervised?
And she is going to attack you again. This time hitting you.
Holy shit.
And you see as like she takes out this like wooden sheath and a kind of like purplish blade comes out of it and hits you across the back of the head as she slices at you. And that is going to be all for her to yeah, that's going to be all for her to start. So everybody can give me a perception check to see if they actually heard anything.
Let's find out.
You're not going in turn order?
Well, we are going in turn order. This is just to see how you all are aware on your turn. Anybody who rolled higher than a 16 is able to, like, hear, like, the pounding as this blade kind of, like, hits the wall the first time. So, not Clara.
Do we get a free action/reaction to say something?
So technically, you cannot have any reactions, actions, or free actions during a surprise round. So it will be.
But this is past
Is
the
this still a
surprise round, right?
surprise round?
We are no longer in the surprise round.
But she hit in the regular round.
She did hit in the regular round. You didn't hear that. You heard as
I
the blade
see.
hit the wall during the
Okay.
surprise round. Although I guess if you heard it during the surprise round and it is now, yeah, you can like shout something quick, but that's about it.
I will just shout, I heard steel.
Yeah, it's criminal.
All right, Clara, what would you like to do?
Clara's completely oblivious to everything that's going on with her in that one. So she's just eyeing up Aldrich, trying to figure what happened to him, like trying to study him, kind of. So she's just like walking around him, looking at him funny.
Sure. Tavro, what would you like to do?
Where did they actually go? I wasn't here to see which direction they went off in.
So you saw as they went, like, pretty much, northeast from you. They went into, like, up a little alleyway.
So I hear Kai say that, and I'm like, I'm trying to think of... But it is dark past, like, around this fire, right?
Yes. You do know that
So I wouldn't really be able to
light,
see anywhere.
Fox casts light on himself, so if you get
Yeah, so he
close
could
enough
see.
to him, you'll be able to see with his light. But you only know the general direction that he went.
I see. Then I'm just gonna kind of 5, 15, and try to run off into the darkness a little more.
I mean, you can probably see the light kind of peeking out of the corner in the top right.
Yeah, I can see it on, like, the stairs up, how do you think?
Yes.
I can see part... Yeah, there, I
No,
can see
like,
there.
that's where the light from Fox is coming from.
Yeah, I just used 5, 15, 25, 35, 40. And that's, actually, I might as well dash. So then, 5, 15, 20, 25, 35. Aha, there. 40. And that's my full turn because I can't see anyone yet.
All right. Aldrich, as like you hear immediately as like they go off into the other room, and like you're able to hear the clang of steel against stone. What would you like to do?
So, remember what Kai had mentioned about the lady before. Aldrich was like, "Oh, something's going on now," and he sees like Tavro leave off. So he's gonna try to like see what's going on over there, and he's gonna follow behind Tavro. How do I?
It's yeah, press spacebar while the ruler's going, and then it should bring your person along it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take, and then I'm gonna dash after that.
All right.
Wait, you can
You're
move
45?
45?
Yeah, I have 45 movement.
He's a very
What the
fast
fuck?
boy.
As a paladin?
As a what?
You're a paladin, right?
Oh no, I was making a joke
No.
about him being.
No.
I see. No, okay. All right then.
Although I don't think anything that gives you the extra movement would not apply to a paladin.
I mean, being a monk or being a barbarian.
Oh, yeah, if that were the case. I don't know.
Wait a minute, I'm not the fastest person in our group. What the hell?
What's your movement
exactly.
speed?
How do
40.
I? Oh,
That's mine as well.
Now,
What, Justin?
how do I do the thing where it's like it snaps to the thing? I remember you telling me last time.
What do you mean snaps to a thing?
So I could place like several points on the on
just
the.
click while you're dragging it out.
Okay.
Like, once you start dragging with the control click, you don't have to hold down the click. Then you can click at parts of it, and it'll follow that path around.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's 30, and then I press space and it's not going. Okay, I'll just move myself.
As
to here
everybody
first
immediately
and-
starts experimenting with the ruler tool.
I just wanna do the thing.
Well, it doesn't even look like you're...
Is this thing at the wall?
At all.
Oh, it doesn't look like that to you? Like,
I can see everybody else playing with the ruler tool. It looks like you're just sitting there.
I don't see anyone else playing with the ruler tool.
I'm not.
Okay, yeah, it's... Clara and Kai are playing with the ruler tool.
I stopped.
I'm just gonna move regular, like, so 5. Can I not move in here?
Yeah, I think you've disconnected, Justin.
Oh, okay, that makes so much sense. Let me refresh.
Refresh the page, and then I think you'll be good.
I was wondering, why is nothing working?
Laura did a big zoom.
I saw that.
did the zooming.
She's on toppers.
I still have the cacklers.
You can
You
start
want some
taking drugs if
heroin?
you want.
Want some heroin, guys?
Oh boy, you know I love heroin.
There you
30,
go.
and then I have 15 more.
And now that you like are up in here, you're able to see as Fox turns around, and the woman who like walked past is holding this large like shadowy purple blade and has just slashed across Fox's back with it.
Oh. Oh no. Bonus action, question mark? You can take a bonus action after the dash, or is the dash your bonus action? The dash is your bonus action, right?
No, dash is an action unless you are one of the classes that lets you do it as a bonus action, which I don't think you
Lizzie,
have
no!
the ability to do so. Lizzie, what are you doing?
I honestly thought she was making a swastika at first.
So Justin, you have your bonus action available. It is an action to dash.
Okay. And then as I realize that none of my bonus actions actually do anything here. Unless... Yeah, he's just gonna be looking at the scene. He can't really do anything to it.
Alright, in that case, Gideon, you didn't really hear anything initially, but you heard Kai shout out, and then saw as Tavro and your new person darted ahead following Kai and the woman. What would you like to do?
So I can't see, like, past, like, here on the
Correct.
map.
There is a fire burning, and that is giving off some light, but not all that much.
Can I still run in that direction, though, if I can see that's where they went?
Yeah. In, like, the top right, you should be able to see, like, a little bit of light coming out of a corner.
Oh, yeah, that's way up. Okay.
Yeah, so, like, they went off down an alleyway, but you can still see a bit of Fox's light coming out of it.
I see. Okay. So, in that case, I am just going to run in that direction where I see his light coming from and where Tavro and Aldrich went. I believe my radius is... Ah!
Oh god, you're going far.
Not that far, not that far. My speed is 30 this week. I got it.
Bubba.
So, I would like to move... I can't... Oh, no. Stay there. Fine. So, can I kind of, like, run past them, like, here?
Yes. And as a rogue, you can dash as a bonus action if you would like.
Oh.
Because I'm pretty
do
sure
that.
cunning action dash is one of the options.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Is this still dark in here, though?
So you are in the dark right now. Yes. You don't have any sort of dark vision as far as I know. So it should be pretty dark for you.
I fear I may have made a mistake.
But
That's
you can
okay.
still move another 30 feet if you want.
Move to the light.
Or you can, like, use an action if you have a torch or something to light it.
That's a good question. Do I have a torch? Let's find out.
Come to the light. The light calls you.
You do not have any torches, I just checked.
Sad. Yeah, I was just looking. Because I have a bunch of, like, tool sets, but, like...
None of those are torches, yeah.
Aha! I get a little closer, but not really enough to... I mean, I can see them. Can I still make an action even though I'm in the dark?
You can still take an action, yeah.
Okay. I would like to target you. Target Amelia. Do I get advantage?
Just so you know, that is Aldrich, not Amelia.
Oh, sorry. I'm still kind of zoomed out.
He just immediately kills Aldrich.
Sorry, I did not want to. There we go. Okay, well, I can't see any. I see Tavro and I see Aldrich, but I don't see anybody else. So I think that's kind of all I can do right now.
All right. Fox. As Amelia turns and attacks you out of nowhere, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look and say, how rude. And then as Eldritch opens the door, I'm gonna look at him and say, I was hoping for the beefy one. Can you attack from there?
I can, yes.
Do you have a weapon out or anything?
And he looks, and he's like his rapier is like scabbard still. So, like
it is a free action to unsheath.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look him up and down and be like, you won't be of any use from there.
When I hear him say he wants the beefy one, I just want to move from like the 5 feet down the stairs I am.
Moo.
Since I didn't have time to make this into an actual feature yet, because it's from Tasha's and not part of this, I'm gonna do this. Bonus action to use my channel today to get a level 1 spell slot back.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
And then
Nice.
at my action, I'm gonna go for damage.
You know you can take a second level spell, right? It's rounded up.
Round it up. Oh. I could cast a level 1 spell as a level 2.
Oh my god.
There's literally no downside to just getting a level 2 slot instead of a 1.
Also,
Yeah.
I just put the feature on your thing, so you should have it now. It's not programmed in
That
yet,
is-
but I have like the description there for you.
I thought that was
Nice. Ouch.
Ouch.
Wait, at level
indeed.
2 that does 4d10?
It's
It's 3d10
up
and then
it.
it goes up by 1d10 each. At level 1, it's 3d10.
Holy crap, that's a good spell.
Yes.
As I sort of take a moment to get the power of money flowing through my veins again and breathe in it and burst out with the death energy as I sort of look down the hallway and say, the situation has become less than optimal. Perhaps some more help?
Wow.
And that's it.
And that'll bring us to Kai. What would you like to do?
Zip. Speaking of which, Splash Mountain's fun. And then... As I'm standing here at the bottom of the stairs, I'm just gonna mutter to myself, I said I would fucking run. And I dash up.
Alright.
That's 25,
Yeah, so you do have some more movement.
40. I'm getting all the way in, and I'm just holding my dagger right at them. Like, I fucking knew it.
Alright. And, with that, I do need to run to the restroom real fast.
How
I'll be
could
back
you?
in a minute. Sorry.
Boo!
Now that he's gone, we play Barrow Trauma.
Yeah!
I missed that game. That was we should do that again soon.
I'm down now that I got my new computer. Tom and I
Oh,
were
you got a
talking
new
about
one?
it. Yes, I did. It's very nice.
Is it a desktop or a new laptop?
It's a laptop. But
Gotcha.
It's a because our laptop's like a what 1050 1060.
1050, I believe.
Yeah. My new one is a 3060.
Ooh.
So much more improvement. I was telling you before and like had to slow it down because otherwise I couldn't react to things.
No, it's very nice though.
Yes.
Definitely needed. I know my laptop's getting iffy now and then,
Yeah.
but I have my desktop, so it's not normally a problem for me.
Yeah. But now I'm down to play all sorts of games.
Awesome.
I also already downloaded a few that my old computer couldn't handle. So now I have like GTA 5, I have Halo the Master Chief Collection, I've got Mafia, Iron Harvest.
Yeah, I still need to, like... Right now, I'm sitting completely in the dark, surrounded by boxes. I should deal with that before I sit down and actually, like, play anything more than this.
Yeah, no, that's
Brian,
yes.
we can finally resume Divinity 2.
That's true. We could play Divinity 2.
We also should all play Baldur's Gate 3. I heard that it got really improved since the beta.
Just for you, Pat, my brother bought me Diablo 2 Remake, so if you ever want to play that at some point, let me know.
I do have the game.
Yes. I have to somehow
No, Diablo 2 is still wonky for me. I need to get used to it still.
Yeah, that's the first one I played, so I'm sure it won't be that crazy for me.
Yeah, it's a big adjustment going backwards from 3 to 2.
I know, I'm not sure about if they changed this in the remake, but in the original, you could basically attack as fast as you could click.
Yeah, no, it's like hold down to attack in this one.
I see.
Yeah, the skills thing is really throwing me off because you can only have 2 equipped at any time.
Yeah.
And you had to switch them like with hotkeys and stuff.
Yeah. And I'm going to be playing some more Valorant now.
That one I do not have.
Well, it's free.
Well, I'm not gonna get it.
No, that's great. I'm also not very good at it, but my brother plays it, so... Meh.
Well, Amanda's friend's boyfriend, who I guess also I should say is like a friend, I know he plays Valorant, so maybe I should try.
Oh, you know what you should play now? Ark. Get back into Ark.
Ooh, I would play some Ark.
I would too. If I'm being honest. But I would prefer if we can find, because I know there's a way. I want to find out how you can transfer a character between like different files,
Hello.
because I really don't want to start at level 1 again.
I think I only ever got to like level 5 because y'all always played like late at night when I was asleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is this?
Ark.
Oh.
Who?
Me?
Ark
Who's
Survival Evolved. It's like the dinosaur survival game.
I thought you were saying Mark. I'm like, who's Mark?
No.
ARK.
We should play more Scythe.
Yes.
Scythe is also good.
But anyway, back to D&D.
Yeah, gotta love building up to a dramatic moment just to have to run to the restroom. But yeah, so as you all hear the commotion begin and start to swarm the room where Fox was attacked, you just see as Amelia kind of like looks around and just tisks a little bit and goes, "Aw, you couldn't fight one-on-one? How boring." And you all see as... One second.
Howdy. Howdy.
You see as she kind of just like opens her arms for a second, wide, and after a second, everything goes completely dark.
Oh.
Even me, Zach.
You can
Or wait, did it already go into effect? No, it
I don't
didn't.
know what you mean by even you.
No, never mind. Darkness is over dark vision.
Yeah, so this is magical darkness. Unless you have Devil's Sight, you're not going to be able to see through it.
I could.
And this is when I tell everyone I'm actually a devil.
So I think that should have actually activated the darkness for you.
Ah, it is dark.
How could this have happened?
Yeah, so you see as this magical darkness just envelops everyone. And then you hear like a deep snarling as... Second. Yeah, like you hear like this deep snarling, and it almost sounds like the shadows of the darkness are kind of like coming out and growling at you. And that will be her turn. And will bring us to Clara. Now you definitely hear the commotion, as well as everybody running into the room. What would you like to do, Clara?
Yeah, Clara's just by herself all of a sudden, like, what the fuck? And she's going to dash. Can I go here, or am I on top of someone if I go here?
So you can get to here, but then you hit a wall if you continue along that line.
Stairs. Here.
Yeah, so like right behind where you can see Gideon, because Gideon's right on the edge of the darkness.
It is true.
Getting but We're gonna zoom up to there and see a lot of dark, and then
It's
she's
all
just
ugly.
gonna yell out, "Everybody get down!" as she fireballs into the dark, or firebolts into the darkness.
I was about to say, if you fucking fireball into a small room,
No!
Wizard
I don't
go
have
burn.
that. I assume this is at disadvantage.
It's at disadvantage, and you're just kind of going down a line. So, I'm just gonna have you roll, and then we'll see what happens.
I don't think anything's gonna happen, right?
if it hits me, I swear to God.
I can't roll like target something.
Just roll 2d20, because I need to see which one's lower, and then how low it is gonna determine, or how high is gonna determine what happens.
Not bad.
Oh. It was a 13 and a 14.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, anything
KL,
good?
not KH. KH is keep highest. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so,
sorry. The other one.
What is your bonus to attack? What's your spell attack
Ready?
modifier?
Ready?
+5. So that brings you up to an 18. Yeah, so you just send off this, like, burst of sparks, and at first what you thought was just, like, a bit of darkness, you see as, like, the sparks go into, like, over Gideon's shoulder, it's not that they fizzle out, it's that, like, you can't see them at all, and then you just hear as they kind of, like, burst against a stone wall ahead.
Phew.
Alright, Tavro. Darkness.
Man, what
all
the
that
fuck
you
am I
see.
supposed to do?
What would you like to do?
Okay, hear me out. I remember where I was spatially. So what I'm going to do, Gulliver, please, no, no. Please, my boy. Okay. I'm just going to move. Yeah. And I think that's like the opening to the door, even though I can't see anything.
So
And I'm just gonna-
you feel as this giant bull just rams into you.
Sorry.
You don't necessarily know that is Aldrich, though.
That's true.
But you did
Am I
see
on
him
his
standing
space
in the
right now?
doorway, so you're currently on his space, yes.
Then I'll move back. Like once I feel him, and I'm just gonna stand there and see if I can like hear anything that comes by and try and attack it if like she starts to run or something.
Alright. So ready in action if you perceive her going past.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Aldrich, what would you like to do?
I had an idea for what I wanted to do, and then I started reading the information for the spell, and then I can't do it because I'm in magical darkness. So let me figure out another plan. New plan.
Right.
So Clara just runs in and uses the flamethrower. That might explode.
Oh, yeah.
So Aldrich would like to. I would do something really dumb, and you guys are gonna hate me for it.
Go for it.
Because I know for a fact that this is not gonna work, but it's gonna be funny. So Aldrich was in the doorway, right? And I'm assuming that he didn't feel anything pass by because he was in the doorway.
You did not feel
So if he didn't see
anybody
anything-
leave from within the room. You just felt as the Minotaur behind you kind of like stumbled into you and then moved back.
So he's just gonna assume everyone was in the room is in the room, and that person's trying to get away. So in front of him, he's gonna cast
Huh?
web.
Okay.
Please tell me that
And
came out of your hands.
It came out of his butt.
how do I place this now? Because I can't see. I'm just gonna press a random spot, Zach.
Yeah, I can move
I think it was like
to
right here.
way off, but I will move it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now it is covering the entirety of that small room.
And then after that, he's going to bonus action ensnaring strike. So that's going to prepare like ensnaring strike. So when he actually attacks something, oh no, never mind. I can't do that. That's
So
a
you can't do
level
that
spell.
because that's 2 leveled spells. If I recall,
Yeah.
Web also requires a saving throw from everybody, right? Or is
Yes.
it when they start their turn?
Let me just make sure I'm gonna reread it.
It is when they start their turn.
Dexterity saving.
Yeah, enters or starts. Okay. It's a dex save.
That starts to turn on enters. Yeah.
Alright. That brings us to Gideon. What would you like to do as the lights go out?
I would like to I would like to draw one of my swords, and since the lights have gone out, I'm just going to take, like, I don't want to target myself. So, can I take, like, very small steps forward?
Yep. So you're kind of like making your way through, and it's a little slow because you're kind of like feeling against the walls to make your progress, but you're able to make it up about 20 feet before you run into, like, you feel yourself kind of butting against someone's back. It is a very hairy back.
Oh boy. Tavro, is that you?
No.
Yes. Oh.
Wait, so it is or is not Tavro?
It is Tavro, but he can answer no.
Okay. So I was confused.
Oh, you have to say that in the game. Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright. I think we should stick together here now than in the dark.
Agreed.
And I just kind of hang out there since I know a member of my party is there.
Alright. Fox, as you're shrouded in this darkness, what would you like to do? And actually,
Well,
you're starting your turn in web, so I need you to give a dex saving throw. I'm pretty sure that is lower. Yeah. That is going to restrain you.
So I can't move.
You cannot move, and I believe you have disadvantage on attacks and dex saves. And it grants advantage against anybody who attacks you. And then I think you can you can use your action on the turn to... Yeah, you can use your action to make a strength check against the spell DC to try and break out. So you feel as like this webbed substance kind of like wraps around you and like kind of like anchors you to the ground. But you're able to try and break free, or you can attack with disadvantage.
Oh.
Or cast.
Oh, he doesn't have. I was just making sure he doesn't have disadvantage. Everything you said was correct except the disadvantage on attacks.
I just checked.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong. You were correct. You were correct.
Disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, you're right. I was wrong.
So what would you like to do, Fox? Yeah, so you feel as this sticky substance where you don't really know where it's coming from. It just like covers your body, and you're trying to break free, but you just feel as struggling kind of like bundles you up further. Any bonus actions?
Can I drink something?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like on your person, you can drink because that doesn't require movement. But it is an action to drink a potion. Unless you...
I did it while targeting them, still.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's an action.
Yeah, sorry. Let me take off their thing, because they did not just drink... but yeah, to do a potion is a action.
Okay. Then that's it.
Alright, Kai, I need you to also make a dex save to see if the webs catch you.
Alright.
You're fine, and like you feel as the sticky like substance kind of like shoots out across the room, but just like trusting your instincts, you're kind of able to like weave between the strands of web, and you're able to move unrestricted.
Alright. So first it's dark and then it's sticky. Oh god. I'm going to just stab right here where I know the person just was.
Alright, give me an attack with disadvantage. So roll the 2d20, keep lowest. And then we'll apply modifiers.
Yeah, let me double check what my modifier is so I can just add that real quick.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Where does it even say the attack modifier?
It's Dex plus proficiency.
Okay.
It doesn't have a background, so I don't actually like have it written out. So it's plus 6 for you. So 2d20 KL.
Yep.
Plus 6.
Sad.
An 8 is not gonna be enough.
What about a 15?
15? Let me check. A 15 is you like stab out in front of you, and you feel as you clip her arm, and you can roll damage.
Sweet. What was the damage on that?
This is still the dagger, right?
Yeah. Hold on, Slat. It's 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah. Because the piercing necrotic and then...
Yeah.
Alright. So
And then...
Got it.
I just say, I found you now. And I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Alright. Give me those 2 more disadvantaged.
So let me just do that to consume the resource.
If the other person's also in web, shouldn't it just balance everything out, or?
They are not enwebbed until the beginning of their turn.
Of their turn. Okay, gotcha.
That
I
is when
assume
they make
no
a
to the
save.
12.
A 12 is not going to be enough to hit. As you
One more
you're
time.
punching blindly, and you just feel as your fists meet air.
That is 2 crits that I've rolled on disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good for me. My person isn't dead in 1 round, but yeah. So a 16 is enough to hit. And you feel as like you miss the first one, but the second one you're able to kind of like throw out your fist, and you feel as it just decks her in the stomach, and like you can feel her kind of keeling over on top of you.
Alright. And then that will be all.
And you just hear she goes, "You should stay out of this, or you'll die too." And then she makes her dex save.
If she took damage, does she have to roll concentration
She is not concentrating on darkness right now.
Then how is it happening?
Because there are magic items or abilities in the game that allow darkness to be cast without using concentration on it.
I see.
But she is restrained. So I need to check how something works real fast. And actually, something else.
Justin, what is with you and things like webs and nets? You just like to tie people up.
He's kinky as fuck.
This is only 2 characters. Lizzie is only 2 characters.
What? Direwolf? Excuse me?
What do you mean? There's no dire wolf.
Excuse me?
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I saw that.
Saw what?
What?
I saw that.
And so she actually doesn't need to move for this.
Oh boy.
So Clara, you see as suddenly the shadows next to you stir for a second, and covered in webs, you see as the woman kind of just like crawls out of the shadows there, and then turns to you and goes, "Ah, fuck," and then tries to stab you.
No.
But she's really bad at her job.
Can I use my reaction to scream, "She's getting away"?
Well, she's
Bud.
about to move if you would prefer to use your reaction to use an attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that instead.
Yeah, so you see as she starts running away, and you are allowed to make an attack of opportunity if you like.
Is it, sir?
Target. That's not target. Target. Why isn't it targeting?
Yeah, you should actually be able to target now.
Why isn't it letting me stab? There we go. Stab.
Yeah, and you see as, like, you're kind of too startled as she hops out of the shadows and starts running away, that you're not able to connect the dagger as you try and lodge it in her as she turns to run. And that will be... And you just hear as she shouts out, "I'll see you on the full moon, Fox!" Clara, what would you like to do?
Oh, well, I see this little shithead running, and I go, "Oh, no, you don't!" No!
That will hit.
Damn it!
Woo!
Oh, actually, that wasn't that bad. That was a 10. Okay.
Yeah, 14 damage is not bad for a cantrip.
That was pretty good.
And you see as, like, you just let this burst of flames right into her back, and you see as she, like, kind of stumbles as she's running, and she is bleeding pretty profusely.
And then I'm gonna run to her.
Alright. Tavro, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. Did I just hear people run past me?
No.
Oh. Well, then I don't know where they went. Can I, like, push out real quick and see if Aldrich is right in front of me still?
You can feel
Well, then-
Gideon. You can feel Gideon on one side of you and Aldrich on the other.
Oh, didn't she yell out, like, "I'll see you later, Fox"? So
the full moon.
You heard that.
we hear that?
You heard that back down the hall from where you originally came. But
Okay.
you never felt her, like, go past you.
Gotcha.
Tavro has the Jeopardy theme play in his mind for a second, and he goes, he just goes, "He jumped out the window," and I want to turn around and just barrel down the stairs. Assuming I'm going the correct direction of stairs.
Yeah. And you're able to step out and you see the fire, but you don't see any of your allies or this assassin.
I'll move over one more and just scream out, "Fox, we need your light!" And I guess that's it, because I don't know what the hell else Tavro can do.
What would you like to do, Aldrich?
So Aldrich, hearing like the commotion and seeing like Tavro move out the way, I'm like, oh, I guess she left the room. So he's gonna try to like backtrack out from whence he came.
All right. Are you keeping the web up?
I would be that's a free action to just disperse it, right?
It's free to drop the concentration on a spell.
Okay. Yes, I dropped the concentration.
Alright, let's...
Aye.
Unless this was a huge bamboozlement and it was like a shadow clone.
Shadow clone jutsu. And Fox, you feel as the like sticky webs around you fade away and just kind of droop to the floor, and you're able to move freely again.
I'm not sticky!
Anything else, Aldrich? Would you like to run out, or are you just dropping the concentration?
Yeah, he'll like to try to run out. Okay, let's see if I hit a wall, because that's 5. I'll just use this since it's easier.
You're not even on yourself. Starting.
Am I not?
No, you're starting 5 feet below you.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Can you not see your own token?
Like, I could have swore I moved like 5 feet down, and that's where I was starting from. But I moved myself back up, so now I'm starting from myself, right?
Yeah, now you're starting from yourself.
Okay, so space. And I'm... Ooh, that's my whole movement. And what do I see here? Do I see anything? Like, this is her, right? Her and Lizzie?
Yes.
Okay. And from there, I'm gonna just, like, try to think to myself, like, oh, I want her to stop. Like, stop right there! And, like, he's not knowing what exactly he's doing, but he just has that idea of wanting to stop her in his head. And he casts... Did it roll? Maybe I have to hold on, let me refresh my page, because this thing isn't rolling. Oh, maybe it's... How do I target? I'm trying to target right now, and it's not working.
You just hover over them and press T.
Thank you so much, Zach. I'm still learning.
All good. Everybody has their learning curve.
I cast Infestation. And even though she succeeded at, I'm going to use the ability to move target with the swarm.
I thought that was only on an attack roll.
Does it say attack roll? It just says on an attack for me. I assume that includes spells, but I might be wrong.
So it includes spell attacks. It does not include saving throw spells.
Saving throw spells. Okay, gotcha.
And it also does say hit a creature with an attack. So.
And I didn't hit. Just gotcha. Okay. And that's it then.
All right. Gideon, what would you like to do as you feel like a minotaur and a human kind of just like barrel past you, shoving you against the wall? What would you like to do?
Hold on, my thing froze. I was trying to refresh it for the last couple minutes, so I'm trying to get back into this session.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, all good. But from what I could last recall, when it's still dark and everything, right? Like I can't see. I was just gonna follow. I was just gonna kind of follow the sounds of their clanking and their voices down where they were coming from.
All right.
All I kind of really can do.
Well, I mean, once you run down the stairs and you're out of the darkness, you might be able to do more.
Well, where's that? I guess the question is... Oh, sorry. So, like... Where is this the direction that I came from?
That is the direction you came from, yes. So now you can see a bit more. You now know, like, you can see you're out of the magical darkness, but you still can't see the enemy.
Okay. At least I'm a bit further and I'm out of the magical darkness. If there's no enemy, then...
Alright, I think that brings us to Fox. What would you like to do? You are no longer restrained, but you are still in the magical darkness.
And I heard the cry from outside, right?
You did hear her shout at you from out the way you came.
Alright, let's see if I remember the way.
Nope.
Nope.
If you're walking, if you somehow have stone walk, then yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the door.
You felt like as you first hit a wall, and then you start like stumbling down the hallway.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Nope, now you're walking into a wall again. And you're just kind of like stumbling and fumbling around in this darkness, trying to make your way out from memory, but you're just like bouncing into walls all over.
Yep.
Honestly, I think this should be like difficult terrain or something. Alright, Kyle,
Alright,
what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna take a step backward.
Alright.
And another step backward. What is that?
You step just... That is nothing. You can't see anything there. Like, that is the edge of the magical darkness.
But there's something here.
It is engulfed enough in the darkness that you have disadvantage, but you can attack it if you want.
What is it?
You don't know.
Guys, there's something large.
Oh no!
I told you I saw something that I wasn't supposed to see, apparently.
Would you like to attack it?
I mean, if I can't see what it is, and I know it's not a little woman, then no.
Touch it! I dare you!
You don't necessarily know it's not the woman. You know what?
Wait.
Give me a perception check. This is how we're gonna
Touch
do
it.
this.
Touch it!
What is it?
Oh, no.
you feel this like hot, moist breath on your neck as something large just faintly is snarling at you from just within the darkness. It sounds like a large beast is breathing down your neck and getting ready to pounce.
Uh-oh.
Well, have fun, Pat.
I'm going to ready an action to attack it twice.
Rest in peace,
Sure.
guy.
If it looks like it moves to attack me in my limited range of view here.
So you to be clear, you can hear it, you can feel its breath. You cannot actually see anything of it. I know I'm doing my best with the darkness template. You cannot actually see anything.
Okay. Fine, then if I get attacked, I will ready an action to attack back.
There, does that make it better for you?
Yes. But does my readied action work there?
Sorry, what was the trigger you set?
If I get attacked.
Yes. If you get attacked, you can use your reaction to attack twice back.
Can I also... Sorry, on my turn, before I end it, can I bonus action to touch my tattoo and grow claws?
You can.
What?
Use your claws?
That is all.
I don't see anything.
Excuse?
You reach up to the tattoo that you recently had done and feel as these claws grow out of your hands in like this inky black substance that almost looks like it.
Does he have
blends
like a
in
dragon mark or whatever the fuck it's called?
Nah. Don't worry about it.
Excuse?
Then we have someone else entirely who is going to...
That's funny.
And Clara, you see as the woman just turns around at you, winks, and then it looks like she fades into the shadows.
Dabber.
So she didn't move, and you
Damn
didn't
it.
ready an action to trigger. And at the same time, Kai, you're about to get to use your thing if you survive this attack.
Wonderful.
Well,
And you like hear as the snarling comes up into like a full growl, and you feel as
Move.
a large mouth with like these large fang teeth clamp down around you, and I
He's
think
alive.
Still up.
I'm alive. And I have to make a strength saving throw.
You do have to make a strength save, yes. And
He did
you
it.
feel as this thing bites you, and almost like a dog getting a squirrel and then shaking its head. It does that, and you are thrown against the wall and fall prone.
oh no.
So- Does that happen as part of the attack?
That is part of the attack. So you are now prone and can take your reaction. You would have disadvantage on the attack anyway, so...
Yeah.
Actually, that thing should have had advantage on you. Oops.
Do you want to roll to see if it crit me?
No.
Wait.
I'm not gonna be that mean. But your 12 is
Do it.
not enough to hit, as, like, you try and reach out with your claws, and, like, both hands you kind of feel as you just wrap around what seem to be, like, large fur-covered legs, and you just hear this thing, like, growling deeply as it stands over you, and moves forward, and kind of steps out of the darkness just a little bit, and you see as it puts a large paw on your neck and starts pushing down. Clara, what
As
would you
I
like to
just am thinking to myself, I should have fucking run like I said.
Yeah. Okay, so Clara's gonna attempt to go find where she ran to. So she's gonna go 20 to here. Oh, she still don't see nothing.
Yeah, so far you still just see the, like, drow who are, like, have their wares set up. And throughout all of this, they're watching almost, like, with amusement. They don't seem to want to get involved, but it also gives off the vibe of, like, yeah, this stuff happens here.
Um,
To them, this was kind of just a trade deal that went sour.
Okay, she's gonna go to here. Still sees nothing. Oof. Okay, so Clara's just gonna call back to the group and say, I don't know where she went, guys! And that's it.
Alright, Tavro, what would you like to do?
Do I hear a big dog and Pat screaming?
You do hear a big dog and Kai screaming as he is...
Can I tell what general direction it is?
Back in the room.
Oh, back for where we just came from?
Yes. Kai never left the room, as far as you know.
I see. I understand. Well, I have no idea where the woman went, but what I will do is go back in a little bit more. And then these stairs are like a 10-foot width, right? Just about.
They're like 8 foot. They are just large. They're not large enough for you to go large in.
Gotcha.
Like,
Well,
you would be constricted.
Well, if I don't have the space for it, then I just don't get large.
Right, you still rage. You're just not a large person.
Yeah. Yeah, then raging wouldn't really do the thing for me, because I was hoping to just get big and stare it. I can't see it, and if I just putz around in the dark, that probably won't go well for me. So I'm just going to use thaumaturgy, which I have as Path of the Giant, and just like bellow like as much of a roar as I can and try and scare the wolf away.
Alright, give me an intimidation check.
Yes. Please, Tavro, be something more than just a cow.
I don't think a wolf is scared of a cow, but...
Ooh, okay, let's make...
Well, it might if I can scream hard enough.
So this is just gonna be a... charisma saving throw, I guess.
Yes.
And you all just hear like a little yelp and kind of, like, you feel some of the pressure on your neck ease up as the wolf on top of you kind of like whimpers backwards a little bit.
Yes. And that's gonna be all.
Tonight the herbivore becomes the carnivore.
Hey, minotaurs eat meat.
That's true. I'm just thinking cows.
No, that's fair.
What would you like to do?
So, correct me if I'm wrong in my description. So, Aldrich just wipes his eyes as he can't believe what he just saw, as the woman seemingly like just actually melts into the darkness and is nowhere to be seen.
She looks like she just melted into the shadows in front of her. That is accurate.
And like seeing that she's nowhere to be seen, he decides to go back, and he hears a commotion going on inside the room that we're in. Oof. What the hell is he gonna do now? This is the room right here?
That's the, like, hallway up to the room, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hallway up to the room?
You should just infestation and hope it hits something. Throw out a bunch of bugs.
I mean,
think
but that's around the
infestation-
corner.
I think infestation does specifically say a target you can see.
Yeah, no, that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, creature you can see within range.
Alright, hear me out. You close your eyelids, therefore you can see your eyelids, aka yourself, and you cast it on yourself.
He's not in the darkness. He can cast it on himself normally.
Oh, see, I can't tell. I thought he was.
You dumb cow.
Oh,
I'm a
I don't know what to do, because if I go back to the darkness, I won't be able to see who's who.
It's true. That's why I've been useless.
What a conundrum. And then this is magical darkness, and so I can't. Question, Zachary.
Mm-hmm.
Would fairy fire do anything, even though it's magical darkness? Or would I have to just try it and see?
I'm pretty sure. Do you know Fairy Fire?
That's a subclass thing.
It is outlined in light, so the light would still be overrun by the magical darkness, but it would persist even if the darkness fades. So you could do that if you wanted. It would have an effect, but if a creature is within the darkness, then you would still not be able to see them.
Okay. So, you know what? Instead of what I'm going to do, I'm going to bonus action Ensnaring Strike. And I'm going to go inside the room, and can I what's it called? You know the thing where you like save your action to when
Ready in
if
action.
ready action for if something were to hit me, I would attack. I would
By hit,
attack
do you
back.
mean attack
Or-
you, or just like anything you touch?
attack me.
Okay. Alright, you can definitely do that. Gideon, what would you like to do?
I would like to go back towards the room. Oh, it's dark again. I thought I'd be able to see stuff.
I mean, you can see some stuff, but only what's lit up. You don't have dark vision.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd be able to help out Kai, because I heard him screaming, and I kind of followed in that direction where I
He's
thought
in that room.
Kai is back in the room.
He's up here. I thought this is the room.
No, that is the outside.
Oh. Never mind. I'm going back here. He's here, you mean?
He is somewhere up that alleyway.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the room. Sorry.
I would ping myself, but I'm not gonna metagame too hard.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way. It's dark.
Man, we really have no way to deal with darkness.
Yeah, I can't really do anything if I can't see.
Likewise.
It's a good spell.
I mean, is there any way to dispel magical darkness?
There is,
Dispel magic.
but I don't think we have it. Fox would be the one to have it, but I don't think he does.
I have Revivify, Mass Healing Word, and Reform Undead as my level 3 spells. So
Yeah, well, that doesn't really help us, does it?
No. Burn!
So,
Yeah.
Gideon, are you doing anything?
No, I guess not. I mean, I think I headed in that general direction I needed to
I'm
go,
just gonna
but...
move you 5 feet off because you were on top of Fox.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Wait, I thought
Can
Fox
I
was...
feel what direction they bump into me from? Like a ping or something?
I
Yeah,
thought Fox had light cast on him, so I'd be able to see.
Not in magical darkness. Magical darkness overcomes magical light.
I see. Okay.
From this direction.
Okay.
And, like, you feel as Gideon kind of bumps into you. What would you like to do?
Did I hear the whole snarling and Kai kerfuffle? Did it sound like it was, like...
It was not subtle.
Okay.
There is a growling large beast attacking Kai.
Yeah, and then there's a dire wolf.
Can I just call out Marco?
I mean, you can.
Am I allowed to respond?
You are, but you don't know the context because the explorer Marco Polo never existed in Ravnica.
Oh, sorry.
We
I
just
meant
Marco
to
for
say,
some fucking reason.
I call out Niv.
Oh, yeah. Then you totally understand that the classic children's game, Niv Mizzet.
Oh, I
Well, you
thought
see,
it was
it
Limp and
comes from
Biscuit.
Niv Mizzet hunting down all the other dragons that made a sound.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we definitely grew up in different places, because back home, Tolver used to play Limp Biscuit.
But yeah, you're...
Well, I
you're
certainly
saying
do
Marco
be
or-
rolling.
Whatever you want to say, the context is understood by Kai, and Kai can do a quick one-word response.
Miss it. Miss it.
And,
Can I get a ping of what
Yeah.
direction it sounded like it came from?
can you see that ping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is where you hear it coming from.
So I want to move. Is there a wall like directly next to me to the? Okay, I moved there. I want to go down and feel out for like the doorway.
You just passed through the doorway.
All right. Then I am going to aim for about here with a firebolt.
Alright, give me that attack with disadvantage.
Is it KL or TL?
KL. Keep lowest.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Connor.
And then this is going to be plus.
It does.
Seven.
Actually, what is it plus? There's a very, very small
7.
chance. No. A 9 will not hit.
And then I am going to move another 5 feet.
Alright. Kai, you feel as the paw kind of like lifts off of your throat as the thing cowers a little bit after hearing the most monstrous moo. What would you like to do?
I am going to disengage.
Alright. And then half your movement to stand up?
Yeah. Oh, so I should be here. Because that is half my movement.
Alright. And if you have key, I think you can also dash, right? Because you can
I don't.
bonus. Okay.
I have no key.
He's back in the turn order.
It is... It already had its prey, Kai. It's going to keep attacking it. And misses.
Nice.
And I think it only gets 1 attack per round. And you just feel like these, like you can feel as you just barely dodge out of the way as its jaw clamps down behind you. and you hear it just let out like this little howl. And actually, with that,
Also, does this thing have devil sight then? Because it's getting advantage in darkness.
it is yes, it is able to see somehow, but it is also at this time that you see as the darkness fades away and Fox's light, which, by the way, I think you'd have to be like here just because you were on top of Fox. The darkness fades away, and all of you are face to face with like this giant snarling wolf, which is standing about like your height, and it's easily like 7 or 8 feet long. Clara, what would you like to do?
Well, Clara's gonna hear all this growling happening, and since she didn't see the woman, she's gonna run back over to her friends. And then that's about it.
All right,
Ooh.
Tavro, what would you like to do?
Did the
As you
magical
can once
darkness
again
fade?
See, yes.
Oh,
The magical
well, it's
darkness
time to
fades
do
away.
some
You
murder.
see the light kind of peeking around the corner, coming off of Fox. And you
that's
follow
a
the,
big fucking dog.
yeah, and you follow the trail of blood up to see like this large wolf in the room. And as it looks up and sees the cow approaching, you see as it just cowers back a little bit.
Yes, Tavro.
The cow approached.
Finally, a proper challenge. Is there enough room for here for me to rage?
Yes.
Then I shall do so. With my last rage of the day. Can you make me big?
I think if you click rage, I'm pretty sure I fixed your macro.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, for some reason, I can't take rage from active to passive, so it's just stuck in active, and also that's never worked.
I know, I fixed it.
Oh, I see. Let's see. That didn't do it.
Didn't fix it.
Rage
Unless
mode.
Rage Moo 8.9.
Well, anyway. Now... You know, right now I think I should throw the spear and have it explode. No, I'm going to fucking kill this big doggo. Does it look like a normal big wolf? Or does it look fucked up?
It looks like a normal dire wolf.
I see.
I mean, I guess you can give like a nature check or an animal handling check to see if you notice anything specific about it.
Very well, let me just put this to the side. I do have nature. Normal. Oh yeah, baby.
Its fur looks much darker than a normal wolf, and it's huge. But that's about all you can make out that's different.
I see. That's fair enough. Well then now it comes time to skewer it. And I will reckless attack now that there's no darkness. That hits.
That's so cool.
Yes, that's 10 damage actually since I'm raging.
Yeah,
And then
you see as you just like bring down your spear and stab into this thing's chest, and it starts howling in pain.
yes, and I think I'll do it again. Also with advantage. Another bad roll, but still hits. 9 damage.
Yeah, and you just stab into it again, and this thing is like, you see where you would expect blood to be pouring out. It almost looks like more shadows of the like same type of the magical darkness is coming out instead of blood.
I see.
Anything
Well,
else?
no, that's about it. So end turn.
All right, Aldrich, what would you like to do as you see the Minotaur just run in, grow, and then stab?
So last time I took my bonus action to take the ensnaring strike, so I'm going to attack with my rapier and have that apply. So Zach, as I was just thinking about this, I have to ask you, how does this stack? Because I don't know if it would stack or not.
Does what stack?
What's it called? Gathered Swarm and what's it called, Favorite Foe. Because they're both on hit.
They are both on hit, and neither of them actually has an action requirement. You can do both of them.
Okay, cool. So, this is going to be a lot, I'm sorry. So, I'm going to attack my rapier.
First, make a rapier attack, because it's not a lot if you don't hit.
That is true.
You hit. So that's your... So roll the damage from that.
Oh no!
You're able to stab into it, and then you see as, like, coursing down the blade, the swarm of insects that's been, like, hovering around him, like, just rushes up the blade and starts, like, biting and tearing at the wound. So now you should be able to roll the gathered swarm extra damage, and it should do the damage.
But first, I'll have to do the ensnaring strike because that's also what I prepared from last turn.
You did also prepare ensnaring strike.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's going to be a lot.
Do them in whatever order you want.
And then Gathered Swarm. And Favorite Foe. Oh, it didn't roll?
Does Favored Foe might need an update? I think it's just a D4, right? Yeah, just roll.
Yeah, it's 1d4.
And I'll apply it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you all see as, like, Aldrich just stabs it with its rapier, barely makes a dent, and then this swarm of, like, insects around him just starts, like, tearing and biting away at the flesh, and they even look like they swarm around the wolf a little bit and try to restrain it, but it's too large for them. But you just see as, like, it almost looks like the rapier was just the medium to make the hit, while the insects are now just tearing this thing apart. And you see that, like, it is fading away as more and more shadows kind of pour out of it. Gideon, what would you like to do?
I would like to target the dog.
You are blocked by a wall right now. I know you can see it, but you will have to, like,
Oh,
move
I
around a little bit to be able to hit. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Can I kind of... I don't... Can I go, like... Can I go kind of, like, here?
That is just further into the wall.
Oh, that's the wall. Okay.
The stone part that you're, like, on top of is
You need
the
to
wall.
go, like, here.
Yeah, up and then right.
Okay.
And there's still wall there. You have to go one more to the right, and then you can, like, shoot over Fox's shoulder.
Okay.
That's
what
now
I...
the door. Yeah, that
Or
is
you
the
can-
doorway.
Can't she step into Fox's space to attack and then step out?
If she has enough movement for the difficult terrain.
What's the terrain?
Do you have 15 feet of movement left?
I believe I do, yeah.
Then yeah, you can do a melee attack if you want.
Okay. I will do that then.
Yeah.
So I'll step into here, and then...
The one thing to note there is it can get an attack of opportunity on you if you step into range and then out of it.
But you can disengage as a bonus action.
But you
It's
can
not-
disengage as a bonus action.
Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna do a stabby stab. My favorite. Do I get Oh, I don't think I did.
You
I
didn't
didn't-
have
I didn't-
advantage on it.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to click that.
But let me check which
First one was a 1.
The first one was a 1. You don't hit.
Okay, that's fine. I guess just undo whatever damage I just did.
Well, you didn't roll damage yet, so
Cool.
just
Um,
damage.
Oh, I'm still rolling, but I thought I didn't hit it.
Don't roll damage.
You just exit out of that window.
Okay, cool. That's what I did. All right, then I will
Then-
disengage.
Yeah, disengage and step back into the hallway.
Cool.
All right, Fox, as Gideon runs up and kind of barges into your space and tries to stab forward, but there isn't quite enough room to clip the wolf. What would you like to do?
Hey, big beefy boy.
He's telling you to attack.
You get a free attack.
Did you use the healing word on me?
It's mass. I did it everyone.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Alright, I still have it targeted. Let me just, fucking kill it. Yeah. This is normal though, since it's off my turn. That do hit.
That
it's
do
not a crit,
definitely hit.
9 yeah, still 9 damage, yeah.
9 instead of 7 is enough to kill it. And you see as you see as it kind of just melts into the shadows in the room, and it dissolves into the dirt and stone below it. And with that, we can end combat order.
Yes.
That we're 20 minutes over, so we should stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair. Also, I just want to look at Fox and be like, what the fuck?
And Kai goes another session without sleep.
It's true.
I think this is 3 now.
Hey, did you die though?
I did not go down.
There you go. That's
I
a
only
win,
got
buddy.
down to 2 health.
Yeah, you were pushed to the ground, but not unconscious.
Correct.
This is a win. You're on the up and up, Kai.
Yeah.
I said we should not come here. I was correct.
But we had to get Aldrich.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
As
So we can't let Fox go alone anywhere anymore. Agreed? Agreed.
And as much as me, Patrick, wants to get Justin's character into this game, Kai absolutely still does not see the value in coming here.
All right.
That's fair.
Two quick things before people start heading out. One,
Level 6?
when you take your next long rest, you will be level 6. So
Yeah!
let me know if you have
Hooray.
any questions about that. Plan out what you want. The server
I
should
just
be
thought
up
so
if
much
you
better.
want to do it later, but you should be good. And second, Fox, congratulations on surviving your first encounter with the assassin.
Yay!
And
You know you're on the up and up when they try to assassinate you.
Uh-huh.
No.
Hey, that was good to me.
Alright, well, good night, everyone.
Farewell.